Happy Sunday. Sorry if I look a mess, but I'm too lazy to put makeup on, so this is what you get today. Because I've got a lot of things happening that you will see in videos coming up, today we're just gonna have a quick chat. I am aware that my primary audience, most of you out there, are not CrossFitters. And so during the open, a lot of you guys were asking or commenting on, like, you don't know what certain words or phrases mean, or maybe you're interested in trying CrossFit, but it's kind of intimidating to you. And so today we're gonna kind of go through a beginner's guide, or a CrossFit 101, so to speak. I am going to give you 3 pieces of advice / wisdom, and then I am going to act as a little dictionary for you. And I am going to, as briefly as possible, explain what each weird word, acronym, or phrase you hear means. Or most of them anyway. I'm probably not gonna be able to cover them all. I'm just gonna give you a few pieces of knowledge that will help you if you're thinking about starting CrossFit. First and foremost, if you're thinking about trying CrossFit and there are multiple gyms in your area, and you don't know how to pick which one, first of all, they might all be different prices, so, you know, check your budget. But to me, in a box, and we'll go over that word later, the most important thing is coaching. Good coaching is important. First, they should absolutely have an introduction course. It might be called something different, but they should take you through a course that introduces you to all of the different movements and skills that you're gonna need to be equipped with going into a CrossFit class. And another thing that's going to be obvious is, like, do you feel like you're being paid attention to? You're a brand new person that's never done CrossFit and you just walked into a CrossFit box. Even if you've already completed your introduction course, that coach should be paying attention to you during class. I have definitely gone to some boxes where the coaches don't really pay any attention, or they let you warm up on your own. They don't take you through a warm up. I don't like that. And as a new person, new to CrossFit, new to the gym, that kind of makes it a little bit scary, because you're like, well, I don't know how to warm up. I don't know what I should be doing. Like, they should be paying attention to you and keeping an eye on you and letting you know exactly how you need to be scaling or modifying any movement that is too difficult for you, or any weight that is too heavy for you. So, first piece of advice, look for good coaching, and you'll know it when you see it, I promise. Second piece of advice, it is very easy to walk into a CrossFit gym and watch people look like they absolutely know what they're doing, and it's kind of scary because you're like, I can't even do a pull-up or lift the barbell over my head. Like, I don't belong here. Not true. First of all, the beauty of CrossFit is that everything is infinitely scalable. So there is always something you can do to help you build the strength that you need to get to a particular skill. But second of all, every single person in that gym was a beginner at some point. Everybody started where you are. There are some people that are already high-level athletes that do come into CrossFit and pick things up quickly and kind of don't have that same learning curve in the beginning, but most of the people in that gym have been exactly where you are right now, had no idea what to do, couldn't lift very much weight, you know, their gymnastics skills were just made absolutely no sense to them. So nobody's judging you. The way they got where they are is by showing up every day and putting in the work, and everybody is capable of doing that. My last piece of advice. The first couple weeks are going to be the hardest. You don't have any friends there yet. Your body's gonna be really sore, and you're probably gonna be questioning your decision to start CrossFit. I promise those are the hardest few weeks, and if you just stick with it, eventually all of that fear and unsureness, it turns into excitement. And then you have people texting you or messaging you being like, where were you in class today? Hey, we missed working out with you today. and you'll start hitting PRs and lifting more weights and getting new skills. And if you stick with it for the first month, just give me 1 month, it becomes a lot easier. I mean, the workouts don't become easier, they're never easier, but any nervousness you might feel or intimidation you might feel, it all starts to melt away if you just stick with it and keep showing up. And now, for all our words and our weird words, I've probably already said a couple of them. Sorry. Okay, first, some of the basics. Box. Just another word for a gym. Maybe because it's just an empty box with a bunch of equipment in it. I don't know. WOD. This is one we say a lot, really simple. Workout of the day. EMOM. This is a type of WOD, but also can be used for skill work and stuff like that. It means every minute on the minute. AMRAP. As many rounds or reps as possible. Also a type of WOD. Chipper. Another type of WOD. This is a style of workout that is usually just kind of a list of things with big sets where you, and this is where the name comes from, just have to chip away at the movements. Little by little, you get through the workout. Another type of workout, although this is more often used for strength or skill work and not a WOD, like a full WOD, a Tabata. Tabata is not CrossFit specific, and it's just a style of interval workout. 8 rounds of 20 seconds on, 10 seconds rest. So you'll work for 20 seconds, rest for 10 seconds. And you'll do that 8 times. It adds up to 4 minutes. That is your traditional Tabata. Metcon. This is another word for WOD, and it just means metabolic conditioning. RX. You either RX a workout or you scale a workout. RX means to perform a workout as prescribed. So when a coach or a gym will write a workout, they usually will prescribe certain standards, whether that's how heavy the weight is or how high the skill level. If you perform it exactly as written, you're performing it as prescribed, or RX. If you change anything, for example, modifying a skill or lowering the weight or modifying the amount of reps, that means you have scaled the workout. It's not a bad thing. It just is it's a way to discern whether you did it as written or whether you had to change a couple things. The girls. A lot of you guys might have heard names thrown around like Fran, Grace, Isabel, Helen, Elizabeth. They're not people. Well, I mean, somewhere they are, but they're workouts. So these workouts are all called the girls, and they're known as CrossFit benchmarks. Oh, benchmark, that's another word. A benchmark is a workout that you will repeat, because in CrossFit, our workouts are constantly varied, so we really don't do the same workout twice, ever, except for benchmark workouts, which you will repeat every so often to see if you are able to get a better score, which means you have gotten fitter, which means it's all working. So the girls are traditional CrossFit benchmarks. The major one is Fran. CrossFitters, to compare with each other in the same way, will say, "What's your Fran time?" Similar to the girls, we have hero WODs. Hero WODs are workouts that are created in honor of and dedicated to fallen heroes. The most common one that most of you have probably heard of is Murph. This is the most well-known hero WOD. It's done every Memorial Day at CrossFit gyms all around the world, but people outside of CrossFit have also started doing Murph. Sometimes you'll hear it referred to as the Murph or the Murph Challenge, but there are also lots of other hero WODs dedicated to lots of other heroes. PR. This one is also not CrossFit specific, it just means personal record. Other countries oftentimes use PB instead, which just means personal best. The next 3 are all very similar, and they're all 3 types of athletes that you might find at your box. First one, cherry picker. A lot of gyms don't release their WOD until the night before. Some gyms will release it a week at a time. A cherry picker will look at the workout as soon as it's released and then decide if they're gonna go to the gym the next day. And so if it's something that looks really terrible or it's something that they hate, they won't go and they'll only go to the workouts that they wanna do. Don't be this person. Fire breather. This is a term that's not really used anymore, but used to be used a lot more often. A fire breather is basically just somebody who gives it their all, and they are really intense and they just lay 110% out on the floor. Very often they are competitive athletes. And the other is a sandbagger. This can also be used as a verb, to sandbag a workout, and it just means that you're not really trying that hard. So, hopefully this will help you guys feel less intimidated about starting CrossFit. And I'm gonna leave you with one more piece of advice. I changed my mind, one more piece of advice. Because a lot of people say, what do I do to get ready? If you wanna do CrossFit, the best way to get prepared is to just do CrossFit. You don't need to do anything to prepare ahead of time. You don't have to lose a certain amount of weight. The people that I find are the most successful are the people that just walk into a CrossFit gym and are ready to learn. So just do that. Just show up. I know some of you maybe are gonna be like, well, yeah, Jordan, I already know all this stuff. I love CrossFit, I do it all the time. Great, I love you, me too. But I also want to encourage anybody who's maybe thinking about it or wants to do it but feels a little nervous. I want you guys to feel good and okay and excited about giving it a try, because I think anybody who even thinks they maybe want to try it should absolutely try it. I thought I would absolutely hate it. My dad was doing it and he would come home and he would always talk about it and CrossFit this and CrossFit that, and I was like, oh my God, you need to shut up. I don't care about this CrossFit thing. And he just, please come with me, just please come with me. And I was like, fine, finally one day, fine, I'll go with you, just to make you shut up about this stupid CrossFit thing. I thought I would hate it. You know, I was just kind of like running a lot at the time and doing a very small amount of bodybuilding. And I was like, what I'm doing is working. I don't need your CrossFit thing. So we went and they put me through my first intro class, and I walked out of that gym and I said, I love it. And one day I want to compete. Immediately, I knew. I fell in love my first class. So if you're even maybe thinking about it, but maybe you don't know if you'll like it or not, just give it a try. It sucks a lot, but man, you feel great after. Okay, that's it for today, guys. I hope this was helpful or informational, I don't know. But that's all we got for today. So thank you very much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. If you missed last Sunday's video, I tried Madonna and Gwyneth Paltrow's workout, a little 2-for-1. And if you want to catch up on all things nutrition, because I'm about to finish my cut, you can use this playlist. Okay? Great. Say bye to Belle. Say bye. See you Wednesday.